Gaston, you are positively primeval.
Why, thank you, Belle.
He's gorgeous.
To all the royals of the sea, welcome to the reef. I'm Millie the Mermaid.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Millie the Mermaid, and in today's video topic we will be discussing one of the most recognized Disney villains, Gaston, and specifically studying why Gaston has pretty privilege, or in this case handsome privilege, whatever you like to use. If you are interested, just keep watching.
It's about time you got your head out of those books and paid attention to more important things. Like me.
Before we get into today's topic, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe here on Millie the Mermaid. Now, what is pretty privilege? Pretty privilege operates on the principle that people who are more conventionally attractive based on societal beauty standards have more advantages and opportunities compared to people who are deemed less attractive. This can apply to both men and women, and in this case, Gaston. So who is Gaston? Gaston is the main antagonist of Disney's 1991 animated feature film Beauty and the Beast. He is an arrogant and chauvinistic hunter who is greedily determined to have Belle's hand in marriage, even by force if necessary. Gaston possesses an athletic build, a double square chin, and a handsome appearance. So let's talk about the idea of the halo effect. Pretty privilege is essentially the social manifestation of the halo effect. The halo effect allows perceptions of one quality to spill over into biased judgment of other qualities. Physical appearance is typically a major part of the halo effect. People considered attractive tend to rate higher for other positive traits too. So for instance, since the halo effect is also sometimes referred to as the physical attractiveness stereotype, one could believe that what is beautiful is also good. But we know that this isn't always true. Not for everyone who is beautiful on the outside, right, is also good. I mean, look at Vanessa, Ursula in disguise from The Little Mermaid, or even the evil queen from Snow White. Yes, she may have been the fairest of them all at her time. But when Snow White came around, she wasn't the fairest of them all anymore, and we realized that she was evil. But let's look at Gaston. Now, Disney did make a live-action Beauty and the Beast film back in 2017 with the actor Luke Evans, who played Gaston. He was one of the best actors chosen for this adaptation of the film, in my opinion. But anyways, let's move forward. I will be breaking down an article about Gaston from the live action film from the Teen Vogue website, and do not worry, I will include the link below. Now, to Gaston, he is every woman's dream, and it's unthinkable that anyone would want much more than a provincial life with him and his latest kill roasting by the fire. He doesn't believe women should read, and doesn't see much point in reading himself either. He only values his own brute strength over emotions or intelligence. He's used to getting what he wants, too. The town indulges him because he is a war hero, and they're likely too scared to stand up to their local bully. But let me tell you something. Belle turned him down. She's the only person to turn him down and say no, and say anything to him. This is a man who, for the first time in his life, he has not gotten what he wanted. And it's true. Throughout the movie, he regularly rebukes the other girls in the town who fawn over him and says he doesn't want to settle for another girl because that would be too easy. He wants the chase, and in some way is motivated by the fact that he has yet to conquer Belle. I mean, the fact that Gaston thinks that Belle is something to be conquered at all is just the beginning of the trouble. He cannot take no for an answer, and intimidates in so many ways that he thinks he and Belle are destined to be together. I mean, look at the animated film when Gaston, he's not even invited inside. He invites himself inside her house, her space, always just invading her space, always destroying her books with his nasty feet. Like, his feet stink. Ain't nobody trying to smell that. But anyway, so what I'm basically saying is that he just really has this aura about himself that Bella's not buying. And, you know, that's sometimes the reflection of having pretty privilege. Like, not everybody buys it. And the people who don't buy it, sometimes those who do have pretty privilege, they just cannot understand it. They can't understand being treated differently than what they've already been treated like for all these years, for all this time. You know, it's just seen as a challenge to them. This whole situation reminded me of the time that a previous convicted felon turned into a whole fashion model post-prison because of his mugshot. His mugshot went viral.
This mugshot that had the internet going nuts in 2014, well, that hot guy just made his New York Fashion Week debut. Serving 1 year in jail for a weapons violation, the former felon signed with White Cross Management Modeling Agency, and we think he's off to a great start.
It just goes to show that in this world, people pay attention to how you physically look on the outside first, not what is on the inside. It seems like as long as you look good, then you actually also must be good or act like a good person, which is that halo effect we talked about earlier. But you and I both know that Gaston is the antagonist of this story. He is conceited, he's rude, he's arrogant, he's closed-minded. But then he also has that physical attractiveness. He doesn't look physically like the beast. But the only thing is, he lacks humility. He lacks selflessness. But those who are surrounded by him, the townspeople, LeFou, even Maurice, like at first, they don't see him as being a villain. They instead see him as being this hero, this protector, because they are only using their eyes to see him. They're not using their minds to see him. They're not using their hearts to see him. Anyways, everyone, if you enjoyed today's video, please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I will swim with you all later. This is Millie the Mermaid.